Good morning, Think Tankers. Happy Easter Monday to you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a lovely Easter weekend. So I had another video planned for today. It was all about heuristic evaluation. I will release that in the next couple of days instead. There's something a bit more urgent, a bit more important that we need to talk about. Let's talk about gatekeeping. Gatekeeping is one of these topics that keeps coming up. It just refuses to go away. It's something that I've covered in detail with Darren and Debbie on Debbie's Delta CX channel, but it's something I'm going to cover again here for 5 or maybe 10 minutes. It's very, very important that we get this out, and if you haven't seen Debbie's channel, I strongly suggest you go and subscribe to that and check it out. She puts out amazing content all the time. But gatekeeping, sorry, it's cold out here. Gatekeeping. Gatekeeping is a word that is shouted at lots and lots of seniors and leads regularly. Gatekeeping is just a synonym for quality control or for quality assurance. Oh, let's go down here. That's all it's about, okay? It's not about keeping people out of the industry. It's not about retaining knowledge for ourselves and hoarding it somehow. It's definitely not about any of these things, okay? It's about making sure that UX stays on the right trajectory, because there are too many people that come to this industry that just want to reinvent it. And you can't reinvent something when there are other practitioners doing it, okay? And you can't reinvent something because that's the way that you want to do it. There's definitely an argument that says if you want to do a different version of UX, then form a splinter group and evolve the profession. Fair enough, but if you're brand new to the profession, it's not appropriate to turn up and to tell everybody that they're gatekeeping and then to invent new things. And that's exactly what happens in UX, and it's not okay, it's ridiculous. Imagine you wanted to get into accountancy. You don't just rock up and say accountancy's different today, it's all about letters, not numbers. So we're going to make it all about letters. That becomes a major problem, okay? You don't rock up to an accountancy job and say, I want to be an accountant, but everybody's gatekeeping me. You need to go and get some accountancy experience, get an accountancy qualification, spend time with accountancy firms, climb the ladder. You can't just turn up and say, I want to be a senior or a lead in this thing, and when you stop me from doing that, I'm going to call you a gatekeeper. And that's what happens daily. It's happening to me this morning on LinkedIn. It's ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous. We have a skillful profession that requires time and practice and mentorship to get good at. If you're not prepared to do that, then maybe a skillful profession isn't the sort of career you should be following. Every other skillful profession out there operates the same way. Oh, where am I now? Let's go back this way. Every other profession operates the same way. You couldn't turn up to an accountancy job and pretend to be something else. You couldn't turn up as a surgeon or a carpenter or a boiler engineer or whatever it is. You need to become an apprentice. And that's what we're talking about. So when we tell you, no, that's the wrong way, or no, you need to learn more or get more experience, that's gatekeeping of the positive variety. It's to develop you as a better practitioner. If you don't do these things, it becomes a real problem for you in your career down the line, because you're going to have massive gaps in your knowledge because somebody's taught you the wrong thing. And trust me, you don't want that working on a client account. You don't want that in a client meeting. Suddenly the client asks you a really difficult question and you can't explain your design rationale. You cannot point at the insight, or the insight you've raised is totally contrary to what loads and loads of other research has brought up. There's 1,000 reasons why you want to learn the right thing from the right people. So if you want to call it gatekeeping, that's one way of calling it. I call it quality assurance, okay? So can we please stop shouting gatekeeping at people who are experienced, decade-long practitioners? These are people you should be cuddling up to, not picking fights with. Anyway, sorry. It's been one of those mornings already. It's like I don't like to wake up and be told I'm gatekeeping. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely rest of the weekend. And I will put that video up on heuristic evaluation in the next couple of days. And in the meantime, go check out Debbie, Darren and I on her channel on Delta CX. Have a wonderful day. See you later. Thanks. Bye.